Today, I will be reviewing question 4 in the informational letter written by the Select Board. For those of you who missed my previous reviews, I encourage you to please press pause and listen to those reviews first. So question number 4. How could the Board of Selectmen legally commit themselves to publicly support the agreement? The Select Board's response. The Select Board claims that the proposed agreement for the first time provides the town with long-term financial stability. So my question for you is, what's your definition of long-term? Because according to their response, the Select Board's definition is 20 years. 20 years is a long time in terms of the life of a contract. It is a big assumption to commit to something today that will impact the town for a 20-year period. However, in terms of the financial stability of a town, 20 years is not a long time. What's the plan for how Bethlehem will remain financially stable 20 years from now, when the tourism industry has been stifled, if not eliminated, the drinking water potentially contaminated, which has been the case in other towns with landfills this size? The list goes on. Have we really looked into the long-term financial consequences of this agreement, or are we intending to kick the can down the road and hand the problem over to our children? Also, let's remember NCES's track record. Let's face it, NCS has a pattern of failing to honor its commitments. The current agreement was a 9-year contract from 2012 to 2021, and after only 5 years, NCES is trying to renegotiate. How are we to trust that they won't do the same thing if the proposed agreement is put in place? And since we're talking definitions, what's your definition of financial stability? Is it really a stable decision for our town to rely so completely upon the whims of a major corporation? Look at what is happening in Littleton this year. Littleton is facing a tax increase and major budget problems because the reservoir was assessed at a lower value than previous years. So while it may be easier to put all of our eggs in one basket, it is really not the most financially stable choice for Bethlehem. The Select Board continues in their response. We agreed it was important to commit to showing support of the new host community agreement by including this commitment in writing. This argument is misleading for a lot of reasons. The first is that, generally speaking, putting your signature on a contract is a reflection of your support. You don't need to do anything other than signing to show that it's something that you agree to. And also, how can anyone be so assured that what they want now will be the same as what they want in 20 years? Essentially, what's happened is that the Select Board has put themselves in the position of being legally obligated to support an agreement with NCES over and above the best interests of the town. Let's remember that if this agreement goes through, hypothetically, if 15 years from now, the town begins to realize that this agreement wasn't in their best interests, rather than supporting the town, the Select Board would be legally required to continue to voice their support publicly for the agreement, rather than fighting for what the town really wants and needs. So in conclusion, placing the town's financial stability in the hands of a large corporation is irresponsible. How can we trust now that the Select Board is going to look out for the best interests of the town, which are likely to change over the next 2 decades, when they have committed themselves to publicly supporting the proposed agreement for the next 20 years? Thanks again for your time. If you want more information or want to get involved, please visit us on our website, email us, or find us on Facebook. Thank you, and please tune in tomorrow for my review of question number 5.